1 year ago, Porsche scored a record 17th overall victory at Le Mans in the 919 Hybrid, and reigning champion Nick Tandy was getting ready for the journey from his home in England to France and the home of endurance racing.
It's tough to know that I won't be able to defend the overall race victory that we got, but last year was just the most amazing week and weekend of my career. That place will always be super special to me, so getting ready for the drive down there, and yeah, looking forward to it again.
With only 2 Porsche LMP1 cars this time, Tandy and fellow champ Earl Bamber will be racing in GTE Pro, but just being back at Le Mans brings powerful memories.
It was very special to go into the city centre on the weekend and see our handprint being done together. So, I mean, you can never imagine what it's like to win here, and it's always a special thing to remember that you did together for the rest of your life.
Taking the fight to the Porsche races in the GTE Pro class would be the Americans, and not just defending champions Corvette. 2016 would see the return of Ford Motorsports 50 years after their dominance at the Circuit de la Sarthe.
Well, I guess it's quite simple, right? You're trying to recreate what happened 50 years ago, and you really only get one shot at it. It's almost like a European version of the Indianapolis 500, you know, the historical value that it has and the significance. I don't know, I've been smiling a lot, so that's a good thing.
And this year, it's especially hard and harsh and a brutal competition. There's no quarter given anywhere. Any one of the cars in our class could win. And Ford coming here with 4 cars, it's going to be exceptionally tough.
In the top category, Porsche, Audi and Toyota had all brought new LMP1 cars to this year's World Endurance Championship, and in the comfort of their pop-up city in the Le Mans paddock, 2015 runners-up Mark Webber and Brendon Hartley were gunning for back-to-back Porsche victories.
We definitely didn't expect to take the double victory last year, but we did. Everyone, you know, the race came together pretty perfectly, and I think to win it this year we're going to have to do the same. Looking at the test day, the times between all the manufacturers were very, very tight. And I think that the winner's going to be the car or driver lineup, a team who put everything together, flat out for the whole race.
For a driver to drive around here on the limit is one of the best things you can do. And then you've got the camaraderie, obviously, of your teammates and driver changes and all those things, which add, it's another dimension which we really enjoy. Well, I enjoy. You know, that's why it's such a special race.
With a point to prove, 3-time winner ANDRÉ Lotterer was confident his new Audi R18 could do the business.
This year we're coming with a brand new car. As you can see, very radical. Their dynamics are very impressive. So for sure we push hard to get back to victory, and it will be a tough fight again, and hopefully with us at the top.
For 2014 WEC champions Toyota, the top spot on the Le Mans podium still eludes them. But with last-minute pit stop practice and fine-tuning to the TS050, Sébastien Buemi was confident that 2016 would be a success.
The team clearly, we've experienced a lot of success together. We became world champion in 2014. We had a tough season last year, and here we're back. Looking after, our first win in Le Mans, we finished second already and third. So we want this last step, on the podium.
After intense qualifying sessions in the wet, Ford placed their 4 cars at the front of the GT field, while it was Neel Jani fastest in the top category. So once again, Porsche would lock out the front row of the grid. And with qualifying done and a week of media commitments over, the final distraction before race day was the annual Drivers' Parade.
The race is about the fans, it's about the spectators, the people at home. It's just a nice little break between qualifying last night, warm up tomorrow morning, get your mind right and go do some racing.
We actually went for a proper qualifying run already on Wednesday because we thought, let's have something in the bank in case of, and that was exactly the correct strategy. Parade is always a big event. It's bringing the race to the city, and it's always a fun event also for the drivers.
So happy to be here. I thought just a race. I don't know it's that big. It's really, really big. Such great welcome. It's an honor to be here.
A crowd of over 260,000 race fans was on hand for the 84th edition of the Grand Prix d'Endurance, and they were joined by a host of Hollywood stars, including team owner Patrick Dempsey.
Every time I come, there's just a special feeling here that's unlike any other race.
Porsche had locked out the front row of the grid, while Toyota and Audi were hoping to wrench the lead away from them during the course of the race.
The car is fast, the car is reliable, the car is efficient. So we are confident that with a little bit of luck we can bring this trophy home.
I think all the drivers just want to get the first in out of the way and get on with it and see what everyone's got basically. But Porsche, we're feeling good.
In GTE Pro, Ford were on pole, but everyone was thinking about the changeable weather conditions.
Just waiting for the start here, you know, clouds are starting to come over, so we might have a bit of rain at the beginning of the race. I hope for the fans that it stays nice and fine, they can enjoy a good race, but if it mixes up a little bit of rain for us, it'll be a good thing.
Sure enough, the clouds opened and the race began behind the safety car, and for almost an hour the cars circled in formation before the field was finally let loose.
The green flag is out and we're racing in the 84th running of the Grand Prix d'Endurance. The Le Mans 24 is properly underway.
The car soon came in for slick tyres, but it was bad news for ANDRÉ Lotterer as the number 7 Audi lost 20 minutes changing a broken turbocharger. In GTE Pro, it was quickly evident that only the Ferraris had the speed to challenge the Fords, bringing back memories of their fight 50 years earlier. As night fell in LMP1, Audi was spending too much time in the pits and off the pace, so it was a four-way battle between the Porsches and the Toyotas. But this became 3 when Brendon Hartley brought the number 1 Porsche into the pits with what turned out to be a broken water pump. Toyota wrestled the lead from the number 2 Porsche after some impressive stints from their drivers.
It's really becoming like a survival race, so you just need to keep going. And yeah, I think it was difficult. So far, I think it's going okay. Yeah.
Many fans stayed up through the night enjoying the carnival atmosphere and the epic race action. As dawn broke, tiredness was beginning to set in, and one victim of the relentless pace was last year's GTE Pro winner Tommy Milner in the '64 Corvette. In the battle for class lead, Tony Vilander was just unable to keep his Ferrari ahead of Joey Hand's Ford.
Joey Hand has the power. The blue oval, the Ford GT goes past the Ferrari and into the lead of GTE Pro.
While chasing to catch up, Vilander finally overcooked it, leaving Ford after Joey Hand's lightning stint on the verge of victory.
Like I told the boys before the start of the race, us 3 drivers, I said, no matter what, we're making history. You know, no matter what happens. So I just hope it's the best kind.
In LMP1, the number 5 Toyota got past the number 2 Porsche with 4 hours remaining, and with superior pace, sped away. But the defending champions hadn't given up hope yet.
It's been an incredible car race. I mean, you definitely can't fault that. I mean, the 2 Toyotas and the sister car, the number 2 guys with Mark and Romain and Neel. We would have loved to have made it a 4. Then obviously the water pump put paid to that, so we lost a lot of laps with that. So now the focus is getting the sister car on the top step somehow.
And then, in an extraordinary and cruel twist, the leading Toyota lost all power on the main straight, with Kazuki Nakajima helpless.
Nakajima has been robbed of the victory with 3.5 minutes left. It will be Porsche's victory. This is disaster and tragedy for Toyota.
Porsche's 18th victory confirmed, with Neel Jani, Mark Lieb and Romain Dumas celebrating.
I feel sorry for them, because for sure they also need the victory. They deserve it. But came to us, really, we have to say like that, it came to us.
In GTE Pro, the number 68 Ford confirmed first place ahead of Ferrari, and with 3 of their cars in the top 4. But the overall victory at the 84th Le Mans was Porsche's.